Shane recently was on the show Hot Ones. You familiar with that one?
Yes, definitely.
Not such a great performance from Mr. Gillis on that show.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I think it's the host, Sean Evans, and
Okay.
not necessarily. I've never heard anything, seen anything on Twitter that says like, oh, Shane and him are not friends or not cool or something. But the whole energy of the show was just very off. It just seemed like they just had no idea who each other were until they stepped foot in the same room.
Whoa.
But, Hot Ones, obviously Shane has seen the show. He even said he's seen the show, but they just had that energy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And people are roasting him up in the comments and stuff like that. So I wanted to take a look at the Shane Gillis performance because I had seen the Hot Ones thing before seeing him live, and I'm a huge Shane Gillis. We love Shane Gillis around here, all right? Anytime Shane Gillis tells a joke,
another one.
We need another one.
Another one.
We need another one. Shane Gillis is great, all right? Don't get me wrong. But that Hot One shit was just no goddamn good. And then I saw him live. So I was like, man, I can't believe it. Like, what happened? Because I thought for a second watching it, I was like, is the fame getting to him or something like that? You know what I mean? Or like, is he just having like issues or something? Maybe his ticket sales are not that great, but the show I went to was sold out. You know what I mean? So I was like, what the fuck is this? And the shows it was a birthday present. So it's not like I wasn't going to go. And I would have went whether it was a birthday present or not. You know what I mean? Shane Gillis is the shit. It's the Taylor Swift of men, goddammit. So I wanted to jump into these timestamps and kind of just skim over the Hot Ones interview and just see. I'll give you a little bit of a taste of kind of what it was like to see Shane Gillis and the way that this whole interview kind of went about. So immediately in the interview, Shane is like, I don't know why I'm doing this. You know what I mean? Like not even a minute in. They get like not even a minute in and Shane's like, I don't know why I'm even doing this. And it seems like a joke, right? Mm-hmm. But then we get further on in the episode and just the energy never changes. Watch, you'll see.
Very much.
You strike me as a guy who can throw down on some wings. How are you around hot sauce?
I can definitely throw down some wings, but I don't think I'm going to do great. And I'm truly nervous. I don't know why I did this. For real. I mean, you're great, but...
Well, there's no turning back
well,
now,
you see,
Shane. You ready to get started?
Right there, you see, like, right out the rip, obviously it sounds like it could be a joke. You know what I mean? Because everyone knows the dynamic of the show.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to get his asshole blasted, and he knows it. So it could just be chalked up to that, right?
Right. But
just I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing it from a weird lens. But they just right after this, immediately Sean starts asking him questions, and they're like basic comedian interview questions. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, it's not going to be the next time code that we're going to take a look at right now, but as an example, he might ask him like, have you ever had a heckler in the crowd? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck is that, dude? Like, this is basic bullshit stuff. And it's just throughout the whole interview, you're kind of like, what would make you ask these dumb ass questions? And just the way that Sean Evans interviews people, it sounds like he's reading off of a fucking cue card, like he's a goddamn robot or something.
That's very true.
You ever notice that?
He had, if I'm not mistaken, I think he had an interview with Maya Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously she definitely put on a performance, but like you can see the question or questions he was asking her. And I think at one point, I forget what question it was, but she was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're asking me that question right now? And like, you can see that it is a performance, but to a certain degree, you're like, yeah, why are you asking that kind of question right now? Like, what?
There has to be some reality in that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's all jokes and stuff, but comedy comes from a place of truth, my friend. Mm-hmm. Listen to some of these dumb questions.
What makes tire shops funny, or at least a setting that can hold the full weight of a workplace comedy?
Stop it right there.
What makes it?
What makes tire shops funny? That's the first fucking question. What makes tire shops funny? Jesus Christ.
What?
So this is because he has a show called Tires on Netflix. He got it, and it just came out recently. It's not the worst show. To be honest, being a huge Shane Gillis fan, I actually kind of didn't like it that much. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I got to watch it again. I'm not sure. But, I mean, it's got all my favorite people. I love Tommy Pope. I love Shane Gillis. But it just wasn't all that great. So that's why he's asking the question. But, like, to phrase it like that, like, what makes tire shops funny? And then you'll see, like, he asks, like, what makes tire shops funny? And then immediately Shane is like, what makes tire shops funny? You know what I mean? And right away, before he goes to answer, watch, listen, you'll hear it.
Or at least a setting that can hold the full weight of a workplace comedy.
What makes a tire shop funny? It's just I worked in a tire shop.
See, he's like, what?
And it's just crazy people working together, dudes that are nuts every day, like physical fights. Like it's crazy.
It's kind of amazing that you were able to make this show with a close-knit group of longtime collaborators. How much of Tires is...
So, right there, it's kind of just, is it me or is he like short wording the answer, kind of?
Yeah, I mean, because like it almost seems like it threw him off, which I wouldn't be surprised that it did, because it was like he asked the question, then he repeats it in the almost polite way, where basically what he said was, what kind of fucking question did you just ask?
Yeah. He's like, hey, Shane, I've actually never watched a single episode of your show, so I just wanted to ask you, what makes tire shops funny? You know what I mean? And fucking,
look at this dude.
What are we talking about, dude?
I honestly want to know who like the producer is, because you really did not prepare this guy at all for this show. Like, at least give him some pointers where, like, if he didn't watch Shane's show, then, you know, at least you can know what you're talking about. But he seems like it's just weird. He just doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and I'm just making an assumption. He might have actually watched Shane's stuff, but just, you see what I'm saying? The questions are just so fucking...
Yeah, exactly. Like, of course, he might have watched it. You're right. But already, the first question? That's like, okay.
He's like, why is your show even funny? Like, is basically what he's saying. Fucking, so let's look at this. The whole point of the show is to eat wings. Look at the way Shane eats these wings. Now, this is an unpopular opinion on my part that I will get into right after we watch this.
Look at those mechanics, yeah. Giving that a rip.
Look at that. Stop that real fast.
Whoa.
Look, that was insanity. Look at the way he goes into it. Like, once again, this might be unpopular on...
I feel great.
I might be wrong here. I don't know. Right?
Look at those mechanics.
But look at that. What's about to transpire here is something that's always skeeved me out when people eat wings. Have you seen this before, Andy?
When they put basically the whole wing in their mouth?
And they just like twist it, and all that comes out is the naked bone.
Yeah, my mom does that.
Woo, that is a rough one, dude.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
All the gristle and the knuckle stuff that's in there. And
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've asked her why she does that, and she's like, to get everything out, to make it clean. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't like, all that extra stuff? She's like, just spit it out. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, my family, but I'm Puerto Rican, we're brown, right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
The brown people, they're like, you're leaving a lot of fucking meat on that goddamn bone, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, that's always the way that it is. I remember I worked one time in this kitchen where I was the whitest thing in the kitchen, and I'm Puerto Rican. So I was working with like a bunch of these black dudes, and every now and then right before the restaurant would open, right after we prepped everything, before the restaurant would open, we would all like get wings and put them in the fryer and get wings for ourselves. And they always gave me shit. They'd always be like, "What? We're paying for these wings. You fucking leaving all the meat on the shit, you motherfucker." I'd be like, "God damn, dude." But yeah, that's just wild. Look at him fucking rip that thing out. God, watch this. Look at this.
So yeah, giving that a rip.
He had a little chin dribble. Now,
It's great.
look at watch.
Yeah.
I was saying that's it right there. So like I was saying, they have like a very awkward energy, and we're not really seeing it displayed too much because I'm only jumping into the timelines quick, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But you'll see right here in this next one, we'll actually let this one play out a little bit. You could kind of see where it starts to play in and that awkward tension really settles in.
Okay.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, little saltiness to
Yeah.
it a little bit.
My manager's here and she's really, really excited about this. For real. She's fucking delighted that she knows how upset I am about this all day. I was like, this is gonna suck.
You know, doing
She
this
was like,
shows.
you're gonna love it. I was like, you'd fucking do it. She was like, I
Well,
would
that-
never do it.
Well, you know what?
Look
Yeah,
at
we
that
have
right
extra
there.
wings, you know.
He's like, my manager, I'm gonna fucking kill this fucking bitch, man, for making me come on this dumb shit.
For real.
Now, to say something like that, it's, once again, even though you're joking, it puts an awkward tension in the air
Yeah.
for the interview. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't, like, if I was Sean Evans, I'd be like, I know I suck at asking questions, but I mean, you know, his questions are actually good. It's the way he blurts them out
Yeah.
that really fucking throws me off, man. That shit is too much. But yeah, Shane's just like, I don't know why I don't want to do this. This is fucking too much. My asshole, my poor asshole. You know what I mean? He's like, why did I even say this? And of course, his fucking leech of a manager. That's what these people are, these managers. They're fucking leeches, man. And his leech of a manager was probably like, Shane, this is going to be the greatest thing for your career. This is going to be the greatest thing since SNL, Shane. And then he goes on to ask more dumb questions. You know what I mean?
At practice.
Have you at all gotten swept up into the like WNBA hype that's going on right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. I love it. WNBA, you kidding me? I can't get enough. It's fucking high-flying action.
See what I'm talking about right there?
What?
The most awkward fucking tension, bro.
He's, oh yeah, I fucking love it.
Yeah, he's like, I should be at home playing NBA 2K right now, slamming in actual wings and drinking Bud Lights responsibly.
I just love how he's like, "Are you kidding me?" Like as if that's common knowledge. Like, you kidding me?
Well,
I'm
this-
such a fucking fan.
Now, remember, I was making the joke about being like, if I've never watched your show once, Shane, but I'm going to ask you these questions, right?
Right? Yeah.
If you watch Shane's podcast, they've been talking about the WNBA and Caitlin Clark for like the past 3 fucking episodes. So this is he's probably in his head. He's probably like, this guy actually doesn't watch any of my shit.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but he's going with it. He's Shane Gillis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These doughy whites, man, they don't like confrontation like that. You know what I mean? These doughy whites like Shane Gillis, these fucking Michelin men, they don't like the confrontation, bro. And you could tell he's trying to muscle through this. Now watch when Shane really starts feeling it, when he starts getting into the real heat of the wings, dude. And he's just more coughing, more fucking, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing.
It was fucking hot.
Yeah. This is where the game changes.
His
I can
face,
tell.
do you see that? Go back
But
to
you're
that.
skeptical.
I-
You're going
Hit the time code again, and we'll pause it when it gets to his face. Watch his face. I'm gonna hit pause on that.
What
Watch.
fucking
Look at this.
Yeah.
Right
Look
there.
at that. Look at that. Watch. We're gonna zoom in on it. You can. He's just like. He's rethinking his whole afternoon. He's like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Ooh.
I could be at home in Austin slamming Bud Lights by the pool responsibly, goddammit. Instead, I'm fucking here. And watch, you can keep playing it. It's more awkwardness.
This is where the game changes.
I can tell. It's
But you're
good.
skeptical.
I
You're
gotta
going
eat it.
back in.
You gotta eat it.
That's a man who regrets
What's the worst
it.
thing that's happened to somebody on this show?
Well,
Someone puked before?
not on set, or at least that I know about.
That's how bad it is. Shane's like, let me ask you a fucking question real fast. You know what I mean? He's like, now that we're here, let me ask you a fucking question real quick, man. You know? It's so fucking, it's so bad. It's so watching, if you watch this uninterrupted, you know, we're going through the time codes, but it's just wild. Now, listen to this. When he asked, go to 1044. This is probably the dumbest question by far. Or no, it's got to be one of them. You know what I mean? It might be the dumbest. I don't know. But these questions get worse and worse and worse. Listen to this.
Off the top of your head, without thinking about it too much, what's your Mount Rushmore of gas station snacks? You know, I feel like comedians really
What
are
the
like the ultimate
fuck?
arbiters of.
What kind of questions are these?
I think I'm over this already.
He's like a 5-year-old or something, but
Yeah,
that's
like-
asking an actual adult stuff. He's like, what makes tires funny? What's your favorite gas station snack? What's it? Like it gets worse, man. It gets worse. Watch, listen to the next question. He goes to the next one. The questions really are dumb as fuck. It's crazy.
I took a pretty small bite.
It's all right, no
not
shame in
gonna
that. No shame in that, Shane. But still surviving over here. What stands out in your memory as the funniest prank phone call you've ever pulled off successfully?
Stop. Stop. This is the shit that I'm talking about. And Shane is just sitting here like, I could be anywhere but here. Like, you know what I mean? He's just like, what the fuck is happening? It's so bad. It's so bad. And you know why? It's probably because Shane's probably hung over as fuck. You know what I mean? He's probably, I got a little too responsible last night. Those Bud Lights. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck to do. Watch, you'll see how shaky his hands are. You could tell he had a fucking bender last night. Watch this.
It's fucking. Oh, I'm scared.
You see that?
There you go. Oh, fuck.
It ain't the heat,
More than-
dog. That ain't the heat that's
did
doing
great.
that to you. I'm telling you, that is not the heat. You know? He's running out of steam. He's running out of steam. And once again, the whole tension is just play the last one real fast. At the end, once again he says it. I'm happy to be
Fine.
here.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm happy to be here for real, but and you're great. I'm sorry. All right.
That is awkward as shit, like, to say that. Like, that's how you know it's real. Like, all the times I was talking about it before, I was like, oh, you know, it might be. But that's how you know it's actually real.
Yep.
Because he's like, you're great and all. Like, I am happy to be here. Like, that shit is real. He's like, fuck this goddamn show. I don't want to fucking be here, dude. And Sean Evans has got some funny shit behind him, too, that's happened to him in this past year. I highly doubt that has anything to do with it. But, like, that guy was dating, like, this porn star earlier this year.
Whoa.
And Adam 22 had tweeted, because Adam 22 had done a scene with her, like, in the past, like, years ago or something, maybe. And
Okay.
Adam 22 had sent a tweet that tagged both of them. And he was like, congratulations on the new girlfriend. Her pussy's fire, bro. And then, like, right after, their relationship goes viral. And maybe 2 days after that tweet, he broke up with her. So, like, this guy is fucking Like I said, I doubt that Shane is like, oh, fuck this cuck. You know what I mean? But
Right.
but it's just funny that I never liked this guy's interview style, but apparently 13.5 million people do. So maybe I'm in the wrong. I don't know. You know what I mean? These podcasts and this is kind of a podcast, maybe it's more of a show, you know?
Right, yeah.
But these podcasts are getting out of fucking hand, man.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.